Hello Chocs and Chocettes, known as Dream for Roberto here for another video review. Halloween it seems, because it's a McVitie's Funny Bones chocolate cake bars. It's around Halloween. This is definitely Halloween-esque, I think you'd say. Perhaps Day of the Dead in Mexico or something, but I think it's meant to be Halloween anyway, at least. Halloween product. Very big though, you can see how wide it is. I don't know, there seems to be a king size version of them. They often come in smaller sizes, you know, back to there maybe, but this one's a big one really, so yeah. So we're going to be reviewing a few Halloween products over the next week or two. So it's October now, as we speak, 2020. So I've done loads of reviews. In this corner up here, there'll be a playlist to all my reviews. I'll probably do a playlist to my Halloween ones as well. The playlist to everything will have appeared now, I would have said. I've done about 660 reviews or something like that, losing track, and quite a few Halloween ones as well. So go check those out by clicking up there. I say if it hasn't flashed up, it'll be there anyway. Just hover over it and it'll appear. And I've done I'm on Patreon and a YouTube member program as well. I've got going on. So if you're in a position to support the channel that way, please check those out. Links will be there or in the description or both. Be great if you could do. Really hugely appreciated. So thank you so much. Okay, well, I'm going to review. McVitie's cake bars really. So I mean, I've always been a bit disappointed with McVitie's cake bars. I'm hoping this might be something special, but I can't really see. Other than the packaging, it doesn't really have much of a look of anything Halloweeny, does it? You know, it's just a regular cake bar, really. I mean, it looks a bit, it might be nice and everything, but it doesn't really. It's not coloured anything special. It doesn't have any design on it or anything like that. It's just the packaging, really. Also, they have done some other ones which have got colourful insides and things. You know, just go grab those. Yeah, so I've got these to review coming up. So these ones are similar range, similar packaging, but at least the bars themselves look a bit. Interesting, you know. I don't mean to be blood or something in that one, and there's purple and stuff going on there. But really, I think these are just repackaged versions of other chocolates they've had, other bars, so which weren't for Halloween. But I'll come to that. Anyway, I should have reviewed those by now as well, so they might be in the corner, or at least I will be doing soon if it happens already. But yeah, so these ones, a bit apprehensive about them. What does it say? Upside down as well. Sponge cakes with a chocolate flavoured cream covered in milk chocolate. Yeah, and cream spelt C-R-E-A-M, so that means it probably is actual cream. Possibly, anyway. Oh no, it says does not contain dairy cream. So there we go. So I could be wrong about my theory about cream when spelt correctly, C-R-E-A-M. It means it actually does have cream in it, but not in this case. So, Well, it's something they usually do anyway, but as I say, not in this case, so who knows. So not much more to say. Per cake, 20.9 grams, 99 calories, 5.3 grams of fat, 2.5 of which are saturates. And there's 8 cakes per pack. I can tell you already, they could have fitted another one in there, because this bit here feels empty, you know. So it's a bit rubbish, that, isn't it? Well, yeah, I think the packaging looks quite nice, but I'm very apprehensive about the actual cake itself. I mean, it does very mundane, doesn't it? Alright, well, let's give them an open and check them out even further. Let's do it. Let's give them an open. Right, to go. Once we give these McVitie's Funny Bones chocolate cake bars an open, and a taste later. So let's a bit apprehensive about these ones. Massive packaging. I mean, it's ridiculously big. It's almost like over 30, well, with the flourishes, it's over 30 centimetres. Here's my ruler. You know, I can't even. You know, we're talking about 30. I don't know, roughly 33 centimetres, something like that. I already know that there's a tray, like a cardboard tray on the inside. I can always feel that the cake bars don't fill that. So let's have a look. So 33 centimetres, and the inside, we can see, look, it's empty space there. 33. Now we've gone to under 30, about 30 centimetres. Could done a bit, And the actual cake bars themselves, you know, there's 8 of them, and what did they come to? About 27. So they lost, it's like 33 centimetres, lost 6 centimetres here from the packaging on the outside, and each one of these in the packaging, you know, it's 3.5, just over about 3.6 centimetres. So I've pretty much lost 2 cake bars worth from the packaging. You know, it's it's ridiculous. You can see that here. You know, it's ridiculous, that, isn't it? Okay, so as I say, if you, about 3.6, so 7.2 for 2 of them. Yeah, 3.6, 36 centimetres for 10, minus 7.2. So what's that? 26.8, I think. Yeah, 26.8, so that's how much it should be. So, yeah, let's just see if that's roughly it. Yeah, pretty much is there. Yeah, it pretty much is actually. Yeah, so 26.8 is what it should be. It's 30, I'll say 33. Yeah, so it's, as I say, very disappointing, that, isn't it? So that's, 6 centimetres, 2 bars. Yeah, 6 centimetres. So just about, as I say, but yeah, yeah, disappointing that. As I say, you could easily fit almost another couple. Well, I think another couple. Yeah, 3.67.2. Yeah, about 2 more in it anyway. Not quite 2, I don't think, but near enough you could fit another 2 in extra space, because there's empty gaps here. Yeah, so if it's not 2, it's near enough. Give or take a centimetre. Alright, let's have a look. They're nicely packaged on the inside there. You got the, I think it's a bit more concise here, and it looks a bit more, a bit better. Got some blurb on the back. But again, they're very small. Even here you can see there's massive flourishes on here, it goes, it's very tiny, it goes from sort of that, to that, so, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't have any description, it just says it's got some telephone numbers on the back, doesn't really tell you anything special, Yeah, alright. Well, let's give it a taste, let's give it an open rather. See the actual bar itself. Okay, so let's get smaller and smaller. Like one of those Russian dolls, it's just getting smaller and smaller everything you open, so there you go. So if you see here, you can see sort of the difference, and if we put the flourish out, you can kind of see there, for sure, can't you, just how much smaller it actually is. And so that's with the flourish out in the end, so yeah. A bit terrible that really. Listen, if I put it inside the cardboard packaging, again you can see that gap there, it's terrible that, isn't it? So now we're missing almost 2 on the side here, that we could have fit in with all the flourish when the flourishes were gone. Well, here you can see you could fit in another one. Well, that's because there was one, but sorry, here's you can see here you could fit in half of one here, and then I say when you put in the actual size of the packaging on top of the flourishes, it goes over the side of the cardboard, as you can see. It's not very scientific the way I'm measuring it here, but you could basically fit in another one at least. That's what I'm getting at. So yeah. And all the space, all the area that's missing on the top as well. Obviously, you couldn't fit one in the top, but if you do this times 8, 8 of these, this is like a third of the bar or something. 8 thirds. You know what I mean? It's almost 3 extra bars just along the top alone. Never mind this bit on the side. So, and then as I say, there is that bit again on the side. So there's probably, 9/8 missing. Or 9/3 rather. So 9/3 is 9/3. That's 3 bars. So yeah. So you could at least fit 3 more bars in just from the space missing at the top. So let's give it a cut in half. Yes, there you go. So it's got a nice. Looks like a more interesting on the inside. Looks like a nice caramel topper there. And what's the description? I don't think I actually even read what that was. Sponge cakes with chocolate flavoured cream covered in milk chocolate. Oh yes, I did. It says chocolate flavoured cream. That's quite caramel. Like there, that's a bit more interesting actually. On the front it looks very sort of a bit rubbish really, but it looks a bit more interesting. It looks actually better, I think, in the actual in hand really. Let's see that. I'll just tell if you can see that, but yeah, it's actually better in here than it does in the on the picture, which is unusual, very unusual. I don't think I've ever experienced that actually. Yeah. Just because it looks very, I don't know, a bit mundane on the front. I'm just not sure you can see that. I think you can. Alright, well I think we should give it a taste. Yeah, well, a bit more exciting I've seen. Looks a bit better than I said on the front. So yeah, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Okay, well, I'm going to give these McVitie's Funny Bones chocolate cake bars a taste. So yeah, look quite interesting. Yeah, let's say a bit better on the in reality than they do on the packaging, I think, but we'll see. Okay, let's give it a taste. Let's do it. Not bad actually, a bit better than I was expecting. The sponge is quite nice and fluffy, and I think the cream at the top Doesn't taste too bad. These look quite mundane, but the sponge is quite nice, and the top is quite nice as well. So it's quite very soft, the top, and quite creamy. I wouldn't say it tastes particularly of a chocolate cream, but it tastes interesting. It's quite thick chocolate as well on the outside. It doesn't look very thick, but it's, you know, in certain places it is quite thick around the edge of the cake bar, and it's quite nice. You can see here, the chocolate came off. It's quite thick, and thick enough to tell. These are actually quite nice. Usually cake bars are very disappointing, but these ones, despite all the frustrations with the size of the packaging and compared to what you actually get, it's actually quite not too bad. Honestly, they are quite small. Yeah, not too great. I don't know if I measured these, did I? But let's give it a quick measure now. I think I forgot. Yeah, so roughly 6.5 to 7 centimeters. Depends. It's not flat on either side. And height, about 1.5 centimeters in height. Yeah. Yeah, and the width of it is about 3.25 to 3.5 basically in places. So it's quite small compared to, say, what you get, but see, it does look very caramelly, doesn't it? I don't know how to describe the taste of that cream. It's because it's quite chocolatey, but it does, you know. Yeah, it's quite a nice chocolate cream, quite different, quite sort of a bit creamy, you know, but not sickly. These are actually quite nice, you know. The sponge, I say, is very pleasant. You know, it's not too much of it. It's quite in good proportions to the actual top of the cream, and the chocolate's quite tasty as well on the surround of it. Not overly thick, but thick enough for you to taste it. And that chocolate cream, as I say, works pretty well. Yeah. Overall, it's quite pleasant. Also, usually cake bars are very disappointing, very mundane. The sponge is usually not very tasty. I think it helps this one's like a vanilla sponge, because I think they're better than chocolate sponges, believe it or not. I think chocolate sponge just tends to be doesn't tend to taste very much of anything, but vanilla sponge tends to be quite nice. You know, just does for some reason, you know. Just the sponge cakes on it, but yeah, these are quite pleasant. Starting to get a bit sort of, you know, cloggy in my throat a bit, you know, with sort of that taste of that, the sort of the creamy taste is kind of, I know it's hard to explain, but catching in my throat a bit, you know, the strength of it or whatever. It's a bit caramel-like, it's a bit fudgy or something like that. It's not quite, you know, I'd say the creaminess of it is making it have that sort of taste as well. But overall, I think it's pretty good, this cake bar. I'd say well proportioned. The sponge is nice, the cream is nice, the chocolate surrounding it's nice. It's not too bad. I'm not going to blow your socks off. This one's not the best thing ever or anything, but it's definitely better than most other cake bars out there. It's really nice and enjoyable, really. Yeah, and it does have a description on here, actually. Sponge cake with chocolate flavoured cream covered in milk chocolate. That's what it does say. No, I'm impressed with these. I think, these would be a good Halloween treat, I think, and I think you'd be quite happy to receive one of these. And they're nice and individually packed as well, so you can give them out for Halloween quite easily. Some Cadbury's products that I've reviewed lately, this is McVitie's, but some Cadbury's products aren't individually wrapped and things like this, but they're in for Halloween, so it's a bit difficult, you know, the cake bars and things. But this one, as I said, very successful, very nice. Not going to blow your socks off, but it's a solid 4 out of 5 for sure. Yeah, just well balanced, really is well balanced. And each individual part of it, all the different components, are very tasty. Nice sort of chocolate cream. As I say, it tastes a bit caramelly, but it's, you know, it's chocolatey really, or fudgy or something. It looks a bit that way as well. And the sponge, I'd say, is very nice as well. It's just a light, fluffy sponge. It's not dry. And the chocolate is tasteable. You know, you can taste it. Normally it's too thin or it doesn't really add anything to it, but in these ones you can. In other cake bars, but this one you can, as I say. And there's not too much sponge. It's just really well proportioned. But it's quite small, the result of it, though, as I say. You know, but height-wise, it works in these. You know, as in like you know, you can see it's clearly pretty much to the top of that tray, but you could easily fit more in these, definitely. I was tempted to mark it down for that really, but I think it's not as bad as well, it is quite bad. The height problems is there, isn't it? As I say, you could fit just in the height difference alone 3 extra bars, so that's very disappointing really. So, you know, I don't know whether to dock it down half a mark for that really. Yeah, but as I say, they are quite tasty. I think I'm going to stick with the 4, but you know, I think in theory knock it down to 3.5 because of the way it's been packaged. You know, I don't know what to do about that really. I'm in two minds of how to treat those kind of things. Sometimes I'll knock it down when it's just ridiculous, but in this case you are getting 9 bars and you're probably not paying that much for it, you know, so it's not too bad. Was it 9 or 8? 8 packs, sorry, 8 packs, 8 bars, 8 cake bars, yeah. So you do get quite a lot in it really still, and you are paying, you know, but it just makes it look like you're getting more than you are. But I think you are still getting quite a lot in this pack for not too much money. It wasn't too expensive, so yeah, I'll keep it at 4, but just bear that in mind that they are being cheeky, you know, because it is to say the height of these is a third less than this tray. You know what I mean? So as I showed before, I can show you now just in case you've skipped to this bit, so you can see what I mean. There you go. So if you times this by 8, and then plus you could fit a 9th from the empty packaging on the end, you know, basically at least one more. You know, you could essentially have an extra, you know, 4 bars, well 3 bars at least anyway, just from the top, and then an extra one for the space on here. So 4 bars basically are missing, you know, from the overall area, you know, that's been exaggerated from this. Let's say the height here, you know, it's a third here basically, and there's 9 of those because there's one extra you could fit on, so that's 3, yeah, so that's 9 sets of thirds, 9 thirds, so that's basically 3 bars, isn't it? So, you know, disappointing. But yeah, 4 out of 5, as I say, just that area is the problem. But very tasty bar, very well proportioned. Yeah, I enjoyed it. Okay, guys, let me know what you think, if you enjoy those, and what you think about all this size problems as well, all these, you know, these cake bars, especially McVitie's. They're terrible with it, they really are. I'm not impressed with it at all, but yeah, let me know what you think, and yeah, leave a comment or free. Feel free to like my videos and subscribe as well if you haven't already. Really hope you do. And follow me on Instagram, Patreon, Twitter if you can as well, so of course, and the YouTube member program. Check those out, links in the descriptions, this, that and the other, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching, guys, take care, bye for now, see ya.